When it comes to sports in Lorain, your station to watch is TV 20, Lorain City Schools Television.
Lorraine High is going to be in their dark blue pants along with their white jerseys with dark blue and gray highlights, white helmets. They'll receive the ball here to start things off. A little bit of a difference in the return tonight. Last week we saw 2 deep. Tonight, again, a little bit of a change. You're going to send 3 deep. Perry Mincy's going to be back there along with Sherman Saunders. We saw those 2 guys last week. But Shaquille Hildreth, who is actually a track guy and has some wheels, is going to line up in the middle.
Anytime you can get those track guys on the field, they give you an opportunity to succeed. Let's see if they can make a big play.
All right, I think we're ready. Everybody on the field is ready. They got 12 minutes up on the clock here at Avon Lake High School, Avon Lake Memorial Stadium specifically. And it does look like Hildreth's going to be right in the middle of things. Alex Voloshin will handle the kicking duties, and again, that little bit of a sprint up to the line as Avon Lake will be kicking right to left. Lorraine moving left to right across your digital tuner. Voloshin approaches, puts a foot into the ball. He's going to find Saunders along the near sideline. It's going to go out of bounds, and Lorraine High is going to get the ball in decent field position to start things off.
Not the way you want to start if you're Avon Lake faithful.
Not at all. Watch them step this out. We already gave you the starting lineups for both of these squads. We're just about set for the first play of the game. Tonight's first hut of the game is going to be brought to you by Pizza Hut. Don't miss the action. Order online now at pizzahut.com.
Just a real quick update, Don. It doesn't look like David Winkle will be on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay. So I got a bum steer. So we'll just sub in. Now on the chart, Mango would be in there.
Looks like Jace Russell.
Okay, so Russell will step up. So it looks like it's going to be Orsler. And we got that much right. He's going to send slot formation to the left, slot to the right as well. Actually, it looks like he's going to send everybody into the package. We're waiting to get a ball out onto the field right now. And I'm not sure if pulling one off the Avon Lake side. Typically, you bring your own game ball within reason. The officials check them out, but apparently someone forgot that bag tonight for Lorraine High. First down and 10 from the 35. Orsler all alone in the offensive backfield facing the 3 front. Low snap, tucks, heads up field. He's going to end up giving up 1.5 yards, maybe 2. Gets wrapped up and dropped immediately. And in on the stop, Al Pivsevich. So our starting lineup is screwed up from word 1.
Yeah, that design draw there by Lorraine went for nowhere.
Actually a loss of 1. So being 2nd down and 11, pretty much same formation. 3 receivers to the right side of the offensive formation. 2 to the high side. Man in motion, low snap's going to be mishandled by Orsler. He's just going to fall on it for another loss, this time of about 6, back inside the 30. Well, actually make it a loss of 5, back to the 29.
Very shaky start for the quarterback. You'd like to see him get some successful plays, and I'm sure Coach Shoulders is giving him some plays that he does well. You would like not see them put him in a position where he would fail.
Unfortunately now that brings up a 3rd down and 16. He had decent field position to start things off. Rashad Berry is going to split out to the far left of the formation, high side of the field from our perspective. Same formation, 3 to the left side. Fire across the middle. Has about 1st down yardage. Pass completed to Caven. Caven still on his feet across midfield, down to the 46-yard line. So not a bad pickup there.
About 19 yards on that one, eh?
We'll give it to him. An easy little slant pattern, nothing overly complicated.
Behind the linebackers, in front of the safeties. Avon Lake gave Lorraine that 2 deep shell look. Big play for Lorraine on 3rd and forever. Empty backfield again, Don.
So same formation again. We're going to count that for 24. And a little belly sweep here. The handoff's going to be
fumble.
Ball goes on the ground. I'm going to have to pick up my roster. Ball goes on the ground. Looks like it's going to be Avon Lake ball. The runner that time for Lorraine High was Shaquille Hildreth. He'll cough it up. And on that fumble, Avon Lake ends up in fantastic field position inside midfield.
It was that jet sweep look. The young man was carrying it with one hand. The opportunistic Avon Lake defense was able to strip that ball out. Big play for Avon Lake.
So from the Lorraine 47-yard line. Here come the Avon Lake Shoremen. Set up their offense for you as we go. Winkle's going to go under unbalanced line. Second man through is going to be Ohm. Ohm goes to the right side. He'll squirt ahead for a pickup of about 5 on first down.
Perry Mincy getting his nose in there, making the stop there.
So second down and 5 here for Avon Lake. Across the front, Ben Oxley, Grant Davis, Sam McKinley, Austin Doyle, and Kevin Sullivan. The tight ends, Kyle Kuhar, who, again, we talked about him. He's a big feller. Max Seipel and Jace Russell will be the wide receivers. Set up everybody else here in a second. Winkle's going to go under center. I backfield behind him. Pitch goes to Ohm again. Ohm sidesteps a couple different tackles. Out in the open now at the 20 to the 15. One guy has a chance to wrap him up and drop him and does so inside the 10-yard line. They'll spot him down at the 7. So a nice rip there of about, 35 yards.
Yeah, toss sweep to the power side. Great kick out block by Kuhar. Springing home for that big run there.
A quick pickup, and already Avon Lake in business, looking toward the end zone. First down and goal from the 7-yard line. Winkle will stay under center. Power to the left side. Handoff goes right up the middle. Colin Lucas. Lucas will get to the line of scrimmage and fall ahead for about 1.
Lucas is one of those guys like last year that we covered, Paul Sonego, always falling forward, you know, tough mud runner. Definitely one of those guys you'd like to see on grass, but today we get to see him on the synthetic stuff.
Yeah, you know, those guys tend to be mudders.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Second down and goal this time from the 6-yard line. Now they'll split things out, go with that little shotgun formation. Lucas and Ohm will be alongside Winkle in the shotgun. One receiver high snap, hands off. Ohm all alone into the end zone. Didn't get met till the goal line. Got popped, but fell forward. Takes it in from 6 yards out for the first touchdown of the ball game.
Couldn't have drawn it up better. 6 points off of a turnover.
Yep.
Coach Lair's going to have to like that.
Well, you know, and he talked about grinding out and doing a lot of work up front. You had the one big run of 35, obviously, but then other than that, it's 5-1 and 6. That'll take care of business. Alex Voloshin will step back and look the extra point opportunity here. Snap is good, hold is good, kick up and looks good from here. The officials agree. But I make it 7-0 in favor of Avon Lake. Early on in this one, we'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network.
With video games, I'm always choosing between what my kids want and what I think is best for them.
How about this one?
Which is why I love these new rating summaries. They let me know exactly what's in the game. Players shoot lasers from an arm cannon. Robot enemies explode and limbs fly off.
Maybe that other one's better.
Yeah. Get your free game rating summary today, and with it, the world's most powerful weapon, knowledge.
And we're back here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. An early score off the turnover for Avon Lake. They're set to kick it away. Voloshin's got the ball up on the tee. Almost came up and knocked that one down the field.
This close.
How we were away. Motional approach, kicks it down toward the middle. That'll be Hildreth. Actually, no, check that. Saunders at about the 5-yard line to the 15. Hesitates there. Tries to bounce it outside. If he turns the corner, look out. The 25 to the 30. 35 gets wrapped up from behind, dragged out of bounds at about the 40, maybe the 41-yard line. So a good return there for Saunders.
They're checking that right at the 40-yard line. You know, he needed at least one more block to spring that one a little further.
Lorraine will take over at that 40-yard line. Go back and take a look at that scoring drive, which is brought to you by Wendy's. You're on your way home from tonight's game, stop by one of your local Wendy's and try the pretzel bacon cheeseburger on the menu for a limited time. Wendy's, quality is our recipe. There's one on the way home. I'll give you that drive summary here in just a minute. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line for the Lorain High Titans.
Orsler Sack, quarterback.
Still there, fakes the handoff on the sweep. He's going to tuck and head off to the left side, runs into a couple of red helmets. He'll pick up 2 out to the 42-yard line. Going back, that drive summary started off at 9:86, ended up at 8:54. That's a minute and 32 seconds, 4 plays, 47 yards, capped off by the 6-yard run from Ohm for pay dirt. Makes it 7-0 with a successful extra point.
Don and Nick, let's keep an eye out on that matchup. Kyle Kuhar against Jawan Charlton.
Eric Hall split out low here for the Titans. They'll go 3 receivers off to the right, to the left. Horsler all alone in the backfield. Takes the low snap, looks downfield, fires it out, tries to hook up with Barry off on the left side, and that one's going to fall incomplete, bring up a 3rd down and 8. Mincy was out on that pattern, along with Hall on the near side, just trying to create some space. 3rd down and 8. You know, 3rd down last time they had the ball. They had a nice little play. They picked up the pass play across the middle to Caven. He ended up picking up 24. Look for something similar to that again. Everybody going into the pattern this time. Orsler all alone in the backfield. Low snap, handles it. Fires high, long ball. Barry out along the sideline. It's up for grabs. 2 guys go up. That's going to be picked off. And that's going to be Jace Russell coming down with it with the interception downfield inside the 30-yard line at the 28. That one just spent way too much time in the air.
Yeah, basically, you know, if you're going to look at it at Tony's shoulders, that's like a punt for you, you know?
True enough.
But you'd like to see Barry make a little bit better play on the ball. You'd like to see a little better thrown ball. But, hey, if you're Avon Lake, you got to be happy about that. Big play there.
That's something Coach Shoulders doesn't want early on, though, here. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers, especially against a team like Avon Lake.
At the Avon Lake 28-yard line, by the way, a sideline report's brought to you all season long by our good friends at Lorain County Community College. Lorain County Community College, education for a real future. Avon Lake's coming a little spread look here off the shotgun.
Open.
All alone out on the side. Max Seipel, he's going to be across midfield to the 45, gets a block. He's at the 30. Look out, he may go 20, 15, 10 on his feet into the end zone. Touchdown. Boy, once he got out on the edge, nothing was going to stop him. There were a couple guys that were close, but Seipel just put on the afterburners and sped into the end zone.
You know, they gave that little hitch look in the middle. Kevin Davis bid on that, didn't stay true to his assignment. His man came free. There you go, 6.
Calling that, what, a 72-yard from the 28 to the end zone in one play. Oh, boy. If you're a Lorraine fan, you're not happy. Voloshin comes on. He's almost automatic on the extra points, and he is this time as well. 14-0 early on in this one. 7:40 left in the first quarter. Lorraine's got to find an answer, and they've got to do it quick. We'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network.
Freedom to think for yourself.
To disagree with the government.
Freedom to be equal.
To be different.
Freedom to raise a family.
To marry the man I love.
The freedom to worship the God of my choice.
To live with dignity.
The freedom to be me.
To be whatever I want to be.
Defending freedom for over 200 years.
Welcome back to Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. 14-0 in favor of the host Avon Lake Shoremen. They're jumping out early. They're making a point.
Yeah, they're definitely setting the tone early.
Voloshin approaches on the kickoff. It's a low driving kick towards Sherman. He's going to handle it at about his own 1-yard line. Might have been better stepping out of the way of that one. He'll get out to the 20 in the middle of the field, hesitates there, still on his feet, gets tripped up and dropped out beyond the 30 at the 31.
Again, good field position for Lorraine. Can they capitalize on this possession?
Well, 7:32 left in this first quarter, and boy, you hate to say already that this is a must-score possession, but they've got to come up with something. Something more than a three and out or 3 and turnover.
You're exactly right.
And in fact, I think you mentioned it just a minute ago, Williamson is coming into the ball game. Eddie Williamson will return to his quarterback position. Sherman Saunders also into the backfield now. Looks like Roger Jones is back into the center position. So some of those guys we saw last week, high snap, handoff goes to Saunders. He's going to get wrapped up almost as soon as he gets the ball. Struggles ahead for a yard, but that high snap set the timing on that play off. Williamson got it down, but by then, you know, all bets are off.
Yeah, it was that read option. Look, Eddie had the choice to keep it or run with it. If he looks back on this tomorrow morning, it's probably one of those plays where he probably should have kept it because both defensive ends really got a lot of pressure coming off the edge.
And if they're going to pinch, that's one of those opportunities for that quarterback to shoot the gaps. Exactly. 2 backs alongside Williamson. He wants to throw this time. Gets pressure up the middle, sidesteps one, gets wrapped up and dropped by the second. I think that's Danny Disbro coming in from his outside linebacker position for the sack. And the loss that time of, boy, about 7.
Not a good start for Lorraine.
You can tell that size is definitely an advantage down there on that line as they had 2 guys in there.
Oh, it just doesn't seem to be much effort slowing those guys down. That's the bottom line right now. Still a 3 front for Avon Lake looks like they're bringing those outside linebackers up and challenging a little bit on the weak side.
Screen.
Little screen. That'll be Saunders. Saunders doesn't have a whole lot of bodies in front of him. Hesitates, works out beyond the 25, and he's going to say he fumbled it. And if that's the case, that's going to be Avon Lake ball. In fact, that's where the mark is, and that is going to be, well, somebody make the motion. If you're marking the spot where he dropped on it, there you go. They're calling it a fumble and a first down Avon Lake on the short porch. So Saunders is going to fumble it after the catch across the middle. And here comes Avon Lake again on the short porch. Everybody's wondering who exactly came up with that one.
Nick, did you happen to catch that?
I didn't see who got it. No, I didn't even see what happened or the fumble occurred or not.
Yeah, you're on the other side of the field,
yeah.
So it's not gonna help too much. First down and 10 from the Lorain 31-yard line. 6:10 left. They're gonna try to pass it off into the flats. Had a receiver out there looking at Seipel again that time. Was David Winkle, and put the ball out there and let his receiver run under it. Was that Seipel out there or was that Jace Russell? Might have been Russell out there going after that one. Pass will fall incomplete, brings up a 2nd down and 10, which is pretty much the worst situation that Avon Lake's been in all day.
Avon Lake's putting a lot of pressure on these cornerbacks and safeties for Lorain with these combination routes. Putting a lot of pressure on the cornerbacks. Coach Jeremy Elwood is not happy with his secondaries play.
Trevor Anderson's going to go wing on the right side. They're going to shift the tight end and the wing over to the left side. You've got a power formation to the near side. Jeremiah Campbell looking to go out. Pitch is going to go to Ohm. Ohm's going to go left side of the line. This one's coming back. There's a flag in the middle of the field out at about the 28-yard line. Ball would have been spotted at the 25, but I have a feeling this one's coming back, guys. There's the hold call.
The Lorain sideline very quiet right now.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, obviously, after 3 turnovers on 3 straight possessions.
That sideline report brought to you again by Lorain County Community College. Education for a real future. 2 possessions, 2 scores early on here for Avon Lake. Now they're going to get backed up. They're going to set the ball down at the Lorain 38-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down at about 17. 3 receivers to the right side of the offensive formation. Play action, and Winkle's all there, ducked under one would-be tackler. Shakes and bakes out on the edge. He'll get down to the 35, and a late hit's going to send him almost to the track. So there's going to be an easy first down here for Avon Lake, courtesy of a late hit.
Well, if you're wondering if David Winkle was banged up from last week, that play where he was actually able to shrug off a clear would-be sacked by Rashad Berry.
Yeah, that was Rashad Berry, down there, and he definitely just came in too hot, and Winkle just slipped right out of it.
And see, that's it. He came in too hot. They always, you're a coach, chop those feet. Got to break down. That time, not even in evidence, and the guy in the better athletic position came out on top.
Rashad was looking to get on the Sports Center.
Spot the ball 15 yards downfield. It'll be first down and 10 at the Lorain 18-yard line now. 5:49 left in the first quarter. 3 receivers go to the right side for Winkle. He wants to flip it out, fires inside again. That'll be Wyatt Ohm. He'll get hit and met as soon as he catches it. It'll get down to the 10-yard line, though, so a really quick little 8-yard pickup. Second down and 2 at the 10 now, and again Avon Lake starting back up where they've had these first 2 series, courtesy of that 15-yard penalty. Second down and 2. Winkle's going to send Seipel to the high side of the formation, all alone down on the bottom. Max Gottschall. Pitch is going to go right side. That's going to be Colin Lucas. He'll duck up inside, has first down yardage, and then a couple more down to about the 5-yard line. So I'll give him a pickup there of, actually a spotted at the 6, so give him a pickup of 4.
Cooked it with the tackle there. He was the only guy between him and the end zone. Nice play by that young man. Otherwise, that'd be 6 again.
Dragged him a little bit, too. Big boy.
Yeah, to say the least. Anthony Thielman will report into the ball game. I believe he'll be on one of the wings. Actually, he's going to step in at fullback. It'll be Lucas at tailback, so look for him to get a handoff here. Winkle goes under center. There's the pitch. And down inside the 5, dragging guys, literally. Are they going to give him the score? No, they're going to call him just short. But Colin Lucas was literally pushing off with one leg, dragging a guy on the other, had 2 guys wrapped around his shoulders, and still was moving forward.
Look at that tempo. Avon Lake getting right back to the line of scrimmage. They smell blood.
5-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and goal from just inside the 1. Pitch goes to Lucas again, untouched. Good blocking on the left side of that line. And over there was Kyle Kuhar helping out.
Ben Oxley and Grant Davis.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, they did the work inside. A 1-yard score for Colin Lucas was almost too easy from 1 yard out. 3 scores in the first quarter for Avon Lake, and there's still over 4 minutes left.
If you're a Lorain High fan,
ooh,
ouch.
To say the least. You know, you had to know that Avon Lake was going to come in a little angry off of last week's game. Boy, are they taking it out on Lorraine early on in this ball game. The extra point by Voloshin is good. That'll make it 21-0 with 4:15 left in the first quarter. We'll step away and be right back. This is the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jenny Garth. As a mom, there's nothing more important to me than seeing my kids smile. That's why I've teamed up with the American Association of Orthodontists to shine a light on the importance of a healthy, beautiful smile. We all want to look our best, and an attractive smile is part of it. Getting your child an orthodontic checkup can make a huge difference in their future. Orthodontists straighten teeth and jaws. And if braces are needed, today's hip models let kids sport their own personal style during treatment. To learn more, visit braces.org.
Welcome back to Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Everybody lined up and ready to go. 21-0 in favor of Avon Lake early on in this ball game. Going to kick it off, and this one's going to sail into the end zone. Ilrith back there was in the end zone, wanted to bring it out. The officials say, no, young man, you've got to start at the 20, which is actually the worst starting field position for Lorain High in this ball game, but they've not done anything with that good field position.
Yeah, the first kick was out of bounds. The second kick, Saunders was able to return it out to the 40, and then that last one back out to the 40 again. So
Avon Lake's last drive summary: 6 plays, 31 yards, capped off by the 1-yard run from Colin Lucas. Take it to pay dirt, took 1:55 off the clock, makes it 21-0 with a successful extra point. And now Lorraine has clearly got their work cut out for them. They're going to go back to that wishbone that was really successful for them last week. Handoff goes to Saunders. Saunders tries to go the left side of the line, gets wrapped high and dragged down after maybe a half-a-yard pickup. And I want to say again that it was Disbro in on the stop. I think he was that guy wrapping him up and dragging him down.
Along with Turner Keene.
Okay, there you go. 2nd down at about 9. Clock's running with 3:52 left in this first quarter. Going to stay in that wishbone look. It'll be cooked at the point. Little misdirection. Handoff goes, I want to say that was Neal getting out across the 25 to the 26. And that was Neal.
Gained about 6 yards on that carry off that counter look.
So 3rd down and 3 from the 27-yard line. Hook will line up in that point on that wishbone look. Double tight. Williamson pitches, finds Saunders going left side. Has some blockers in front of him. Steps inside. Look out at the 40, 45, 50. He's got a lot of wheels. He's got a guy right alongside him. He'll look inside, then works downfield. Nice job that time by Jace Russell, saying step for step with Sherman Saunders. We're going to go from, what, the 27 on down. So, buddy, I need some help calculating that one.
About a 45-yard run?
We'll give it to him, make it 45 and a 1st down. Lorain High in business at the Avon Lake 27-yard line. Now the question is, can they hold on to the ball?
That was a play that was very successful for them. That toss sweep to the left, right behind the senior, Jawan Charlton.
Williamson will stay under center again in that bone look. He's going to keep it this time. Didn't fool a soul. And coming up, and on the stop that time was Trevor Anderson, who a little shoving and pushing going on after that. The officials didn't deem it necessary to flag anybody, but that's a big loss for Lorraine. That's an 8-yard setback.
Definitely Avon Lake watched the film against Midview. Midview wasn't fooled with that play action look, and neither was Avon Lake. You might want to scrap that if you're the Lorraine coach.
At least for this game. 2nd down and 18. Following the 1-yard loss, they're going to go back out to the spread now. So much for that wishbone, at least in the 2nd and long series. Saunders going to line up as a receiver. He's going to try to fade outside. They'll go across the middle again. High pass is caught by Neal inside the 20 down at the 18-yard line. That'll be near first down yardage.
Looks like one referee's giving him the spot of the first down. I think we got a first down here, Don and Nick. What do you think, Nick?
I think they're going to call for a measurement right
No, you got to call it. Don't bail, buddy. You got to call this one.
See him tiptoeing around that? Come on, Nick. The press box needs you.
Step up there. We're all waiting on you. Slide on over to where the sticks are. Go take a peek.
I'm gonna say they're short. That's what.
All right, you're calling it short.
That's
all
my
right.
prediction.
No pressure there. Lorain County Community College is counting on your call, by the way. Our sponsor, our Sideline Reports, Education for a Real Future. And
they are short. So.
There you go, by a couple links. Good call.
Right. It looked, that way from here. So.
Well, they needed 18, so give them 17 on the catch since they ended up, a couple links short.
That was Aaron Neal, wasn't it?
It was.
It was a nice catch, too. Reached out for it, sold out his body for that catch.
On a high ball.
Yeah.
Nice catch by that young
man. Agreed. Went up and got after it, brought it back down. Now, you saw that wishbone look on 1st and 10. They went to the spread on 2nd and 18. I'm guessing here on this 3rd down and short, you're going to go back to our running formation and probably find Saunders, or at least he's going to get a fake look at it, and Williamson will follow him through the hole.
I'm calling Adam Cook, though.
Oh, okay. Get the big guy going.
I would at least. Throw him a bone.
We'll find out. He's going to lead that wishbone to the line is exactly what's going to happen. Williamson's going to go under center. Little conversation between the white hat and the Lorain quarterback until they just slowing them up so they can get the flag set. Now everyone's ready to go. 2:17 left in this first quarter. Williamson is waiting, and an official timeout for what? Any help? Don't know. Let's play it. Now we're going to stop it again. Now a flag comes off the sideline. I'm not sure what the flag could be for. No one's come on or left the field. No one's started the clock.
Is it against the coaches?
Nick, help us out, buddy.
It's a sideline warning. I saw them kind of look at Coach's shoulders over here, and then they threw the flag immediately after that.
All right, so sideline warning. That means everybody's got to get back. And actually, some of the Lorain players are too far beyond the mark as well, so that might be part of the issue.
They're on the track. I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah,
I think they were too far to the the west.
Gotcha.
Here's that bone look. Williamson's going to keep it. Gets pushed from behind, and I'm thinking he's probably got it. Nick, your call again, buddy.
I think he did get.
All right.
I think he got it. We'll see if I'm 2 for 2 today.
Extra whistles after everything stopped, and they're going to spot the ball at about the 16, which is pretty clearly a first down. So that'll help the Titans' efforts.
Mr. and Mrs. Williamson are happy Eddie got up there. Cook that just dived into his back to push him forward.
Little help, please. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
First down and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the 16-yard line. They're going to stay in that bone look. Pitch goes to Saunders. Wants the left side. Looking to duck inside. Does so.
Nice stick.
And he'll work up to about the 10-yard line. Who made that hit? That was a big pop.
That was, I believe, Max
Seipel?
Seipel, yes.
Seipel's we've been calling his name all night long. I think I spot this just inside the 11, so a pickup of about 5.
Danny Disbro was there too, man. He likes to get his nose around that football. Look for him to make a play.
He's been active tonight.
He has.
Here's the wishbone look again. Handoff's going to go Neal. Neal works inside down to the 10 maybe. Where are they going to spot it? Actually, boy, they gave him a lot more than I thought. They're going to mark him down to about the 7. So a pickup there of about 3, almost 4. So we cooked up front along with Saunders and Neal in the backfield. Saunders tries to cut inside, gets met and wrapped at the line of scrimmage. A whole lot of red helmets eventually gather him up and bring him to the ground. Al Pivcevic in the mix, as well as Trevor Anderson.
Saunders going down a little bit more easier today with the big boys of Avon Lake on defense.
Essentially no gain, no loss. Brings up a 4th down and a long one here, and they're going to go for it on this 4th down.
They have to.
Bone look again. Saunders, no. Little pitch out. Goes to the near side. That's Barry. Barry into the end zone. Caught it about the 3. Shrugged off one tackler. Finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown for the Titans.
Well-designed play. Bootleg action. Keeper. A nice little pass into the flats to Barry for 6.
They did that right in front of the Lorain High band. So finally those folks get to share in the joy a little bit, and the Titans at least a little bit of an answer here with 34 seconds left in this first quarter.
I know one young lady that's enjoying that touchdown, Miss Erica Nickerson.
That's right. I know that young lady.
I know her too.
Titans having a hard time getting all the appropriate bodies onto the field. Williamson calling for a tee, finally gets it. Orsler's going to come out and hold for him. Snap is good. Hold looks to be pretty good. Williamson with the extra point kick. It's good. So that'll make it 21-7 in favor of Avon Lake. With 34 seconds left in the first quarter, we'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 in Lorain County Sports Network.
One visual, and you have the lead on the right. You have the lead on the right. Sights on. Left 9 now. Nothing else. You got the airspeed on me. Visual. Oh, there you are. Darn, I was hoping you wouldn't see me. It's my turn to gun track. Let's do that one again. Okay?
Just in case you didn't catch the number the first time.
Williamson will kick things off. It'll be a short kick, fielded about the 15-yard line. Jace Russell on a big return here, out across the 30 to the 35, wrapped up and dropped at the 37-yard line. So good field position here for Avon Lake. Although that being said, good field position at the 37. It's their worst starting field position of the night.
Yeah, these guys don't care what kind of porch they got. Short
no
porch,
doubt.
long porch. Lorraine hasn't stopped them. And why should Avon Lake even think they can?
Check out that scoring drive for Lorain High. 10 plays, 80 yards, capped off by that 7-yard pitch and catch to Barry for the score. Took 3:41 off the clock. High backfield behind Winkle. They'll move the tight end Kuhar and one of the wings to the right side. That'll be Gottschall. High backfield. Pitch goes to the wide man, and that'll be Ohm. Ohm tries to break outside, gets wrapped up and dropped. Coming up in support is Aaron Neal. But again, just a nice job by Ohm working upfield all the way. Give him a pickup there of 5, maybe 6.
Yeah, we've been able to watch Ohm since he's been a sophomore. I love the way he runs the ball. One cut and go. He doesn't mess around, no dancing, upfield, gets his shorter squares and goes.
Clock is winding down, 3-2-1, and the first quarter is going to come to a close. A very successful first quarter for the Avon Lake Shoremen. They're up 21-7 over Lorain, although Lorain coming back in the latter part of that quarter. We'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 in Lorain County Sports Network.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
That'll be a handoff. That'll be Lucas again, and he's going to be held short, but he's going to be inside the 1. So a pickup there for Lucas of about 1.
That's next to you.
Third down and goal from the 1 here with 11:05 left in this second quarter. Avon Lake threatening to expand this lead, up 21-7 going into this second quarter. Winkle's going to go under center. High backfield again. He's going to keep it, go off the right side of the line. I think he's in. The officials now call it touchdown. Winkle and the Avon Lake Shoremen. It's pretty easy from 1 yard out for Winkle. Just follow those big hogs into the end zone.
Avon Lake was like, you want to score? I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to score again. You can't stop us.
Apparently that's the case. And it's a big chunk of that yard's in the air, which is not exactly what you'd expect from this Shoremen squad. They're a ground-based team, and yet they're doing it up top tonight as well. 10:49 left in the second quarter. It's 27-7 pending the extra point here. Lorain, who's almost like clockwork, puts it up and looks good from here. The officials agree. 28-7 in favor of Avon Lake over Lorain. We'll step away and see if Lorain has another response to this onslaught from the Shoremen. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Rochelle Lefebvre, and this is Johnny. We're working with Best Friends Animal Society to stop the suffering of millions of breeding dogs in puppy mills who supply puppies to pet stores. You can help too, by not adding to the demand for pet store puppies. When searching for your next best friend, do what I did. Adopt. Don't shop. Let a shelter dog like Johnny steal your heart.
Lorain's going to kick it away, ball in the air, and into the end zone again he goes. And I think it's a good move by Avon Lake. If you can put the ball into the end zone against these speedy athletic backs, hey, you might as well do that. Tell you what, David Winkle doing a nice job taking the ball into the end zone. He's having a nice start in this ball game, Rick.
He is really bouncing back from that Avon performance to make the Winkle family proud. Right now he's 3 of 4 for 131 yards. Not too bad of a night so far.
No.
Max Seipel, 2 receptions, 126 yards.
Well, yeah, he's been on the good side of both of those big catches, including 1 score.
Yeah, the one was 72 yards, and that big play right before the sub, the short keeper for 6, 72 and 54 on the night. Gotta like those stats.
Williamson's going to go shotgun formation, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, wants to fire across the middle, has a man there, leaves that way too long. That one's going to be picked off. Campbell still nice with the ball at the 30 and gets dragged down there, and boy, I tell you, Lorain High Titans making it way, way, way too easy. Give credit to Avon Lake. I don't want to take anything away from them, but if you're going to give the ball over, what's that, the 3rd turnover in the ball game?
Opportunistic defense, just what the doctor ordered if you're a Shoremen fan.
Wow. 10:40 left in the first half of action. Avon Lake with a 28-7 lead are going to have the ball again in Lorain High territory at the, 29-yard line.
But I tell you what, this defense for Lane is going to be gashed. It cannot get off the field.
That's part of the trick. If you're a defender, you got to get yourself off the field. Little play action pass. You're going to look downfield again, and that one's going to be picked off. We're going to head the other way. It could have been a face mask call coming down. They're not going to do that. But was that McGuigan coming down with that? I think it was. Give McGuigan the credit.
Actually, check that down. That's Demon Heil.
Oh, very good.
Number 12.
Demon Heil doing a nice job. So back-to-back interceptions. Lorain's going to get it right back. A little bit worse for the wear in that it's going to be marked back at the 13-yard line, though.
You got to be impressed with him taking that ball away, though, from big Kyle Kuar down there.
Heil's not the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Lorain's going to come right back with that spread.
The kid has some ups.
Yeah, a little bit. Basketball player, too. Send a man in motion across the formation. Handoff's going to go to Caven. Caven tries to turn the corner. He's going to get about 2 yards upfield, and they get formed up and dropped out on the edge that time. And I want to say that on the stop that time, I want to say Novotny. Was that right, or was that Turner Keene? It was Keene. I'm sorry. That's an 8, not a 0. I'm getting old. 2-yard pickup for Caven that time. Trying a little sweep action. Looks like they want to. I thought they were going to keep Saunders in the backfield this time. They'll send him on the wing to the right side. 3 receivers to the right. To the left. Yeah, we saw that before. Williamson in the shotgun. Fires the quick one. Wanted to find Caven. Caven took off before the ball found him. I don't know that he'd have had a big gainer on that, but he'd had, if he'd have waited on it, he'd have had a couple yards.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where the receiver sees the plays there, gets a little anxious, and little Butterfingers there.
So 3rd down and 8. 9:49 on a paused second quarter clock. Rashad Berry's going to split all the way down here. He's going to have man coverage out on the end. Jace Russell and he are going to match up. Little play action look, fires it downfield. Try to find Saunders, unable to bring that in.
Nope.
It'll be I don't think he brought it in since the ball came popping out. And Saunders a little rough. He got a little pop in the rib coming down with that. 4th down and 8. Now the Titans are going to have to kick it away. Yeah, that's a good point. This is going to be the first punt.
First punt of the game for Lorain.
Williamson will handle the kicking duties, and he's certainly adequate as a punter, but he's not going to flip the field on you here.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Seeing who's deep. High will be a short kick. It'll bounce at about the 39 and start rolling Lorain's way. Somebody's got to jump on it, and they finally do so, but it's inside the 35-yard line. So the net on that kick is 25 yards maybe. And it sets up Avon Lake in great field position yet again at their own 34-yard line.
Plus side of the field again. You got to like your odds if you're Coach Laird and the Shoremen.
9:35 left in the first half of this ball game. I remind you to stick around for our halftime show. It'll be brought to you by Subway. We've had a little bit of Subway this evening. First down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Handoff is going to go to Ohm. Ohm has a bunch of grass in front of him. He's not hit until he gets down to the 21-yard line, falls down to the 18-yard line. So he almost had about 13 yards before anybody touched him, making a 15-yard pickup.
Nice run, and I don't even think he got tackled. I think he kind of just ran into the guy, trying to lay some punishment.
Another first down for the Shoremen. Those first down totals won't be as big as you think they are because they've had short porches. Handoff is going to be Ohm again. Hesitates, bounces outside at the 10 to the 5, all alone into the end zone. Touchdown, Avon Lake. From 18 yards out, 2 plays, double digits on the yards both times for Wyatt Ohm, and he takes it into the end zone again. This game's getting ugly.
Speechless, Don. And that's hard.
No, you're a radio guy, man. You can't be speechless now. Lojan out there for the extra point. He's going to have a tired leg here at halftime. He's going to have to go ice down.
I think the kick it to 83.
He might. Kicks up. It's about there. And it's good. 35-7, Avon Lake over Lorain. 9:15 left in the first half. We'll step away and be back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. And I won't back down.
9:15 left on the clock here in the second quarter. 35-7, Avon Lake over Lorain.
The only thing you could hope, if you're a Lorain hopeful, the only thing you could hope for, I should say, is that Avon Lake kind of lets off the gas a little bit and you can sneak back into this one.
All right, you send the kickoff well into the end zone yet again, preventing any chance of a run back. So Lorain High will have it at their own 20-yard line, and while that may be good, it's not been good all game long. 9:15 left in this first half, and you know, Lorain at some point's got to start looking about playing just for pride.
Yeah, and you know what, really, it started off from the beginning of the game, you know, that auspicious snaps right in the beginning, the high snaps, the bad field position, you know, with Orsler starting the game, it just, the negativity and the snowball just started right off the bat. Let's see if they can bounce back.
Well, Lorain High will come to the line, 2 receivers to the high side, offset power I behind Williamson. He'll reverse out, pitch it off to Saunders, wants the corner, finds the corner, across the 20 to the 25 to the 26. We'll pick up a 6 there on first down. By the way, I want to remind everybody you can check this game out later if you like, and certainly if you're an Avon Lake fan, you may like that. All of our football broadcasts are simulcast and archived on the internet at LoraineCounty.com. Just set your browser to LoraineCounty.com/WDLW, LoraineCounty.com. It's all about Lorain County.
It's all about you.
Join your neighbors and log on today. Well done. Second down and 4. I'm getting a little harassment over there. Offset I again, handoff Saunders, met at the line of scrimmage, and yeah, that was Kuhar coming up there, wasn't it?
It was.
Oh, he just lays the lick. He brings it, doesn't he?
And he's showing why he's a Division I athlete right there.
Gain of maybe 1 brings up a third down and really long 3. I'm not sure there was much of a gain, if any. Might have been a couple inches. And a timeout comes off the Lorain High bench, the 8:19 mark in the first half, which means we get to take a little bit of a break as well. Stick around, more football action coming your way on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network.
Louis definitely has it on lock as you see him right here throwing it on his first hit, no problem. Typical Blyler fashion. Whoa!
I'm Gretchen Blyler, Olympic silver medalist.
And I'm Louis Vito, U.S. Snowboarding Grand Prix champion.
It's taken a lot of work to get where we are in snowboarding.
You know, I love being active all year round, whether it's snowboarding, dancing, or just hanging out with your friends outdoors.
Say yes to a healthy lifestyle and no to underage drinking.
To become an all-star, go to asklistenlearn.com.
8:19 left in the first half of football action here from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. The Shoremen up 35-7 over the Lorain Titans. You see Lorraine starting to move here a little bit on this possession, but boy, a little bit's not going to get it done.
Yeah, they got to get back in this thing in a hurry. They need to also, you know, they need to score and they need to get the ball get a turnover and, you know, do something to turn over their luck in this game.
Agreed. When we come back here, third down and we'll call it 4. That's, since it's a little bit more than 3, we'll call it 4 for the Titans. This is it's cliche. Ryan Dietz is going to laugh at me back at the studios. It's a big third down.
Play clock down to 7.
Williamson under center. High backfield behind him. Little play action look. He's going to roll. Has to step inside. Gets wrapped up and dropped back at the 21-yard line. So a loss there of what, about 5? Going to bring up a 4th down and 8, and Titans are going to have to punt it away again.
It was a naked bootleg. They try to bring Saunders when they with the play action pass from underneath, bring him back across the field, but Kuhar and the defense was all over it.
Well, the thing is about a naked boot, it's only going to be successful if if the defense commits to chasing the fake.
Yeah, and they're not.
No, not even close. Oh, movement along the offensive line. It's going to Ned and Lorain High taking 5 steps back. No, they're going to call this on Avon Lake. I'm going to say they jumped. And they're going to step it 5 steps forward for Lorain, which will maybe help them a little bit in terms of field position, but that's going to be about it. Not a lot of penalties in tonight's game.
Very clean. Both sides of the ball have to be happy about that. You know, other than the score right now for Lorain.
Right. Only the second penalty on Avon Lake for a total of 15 yards. Brings up a 4th down and 3. Lorain's still going to have to kick it away. High snap handled. Williamson gets a foot into the ball. This is going to be a short high kick, and it's going to be fielded at the 46-yard line. Apparently, I missed it, but I'm sure he did make the fair catch signal. Actually spot it at the 45. 7:24 left in the first half. And Avon Lake again starts their possession off in the Lorain part of the field.
Avon Lake coming back out in that shotgun formation.
3 receivers right. Kuhar's going to split to a wide receiver on the far left side of the offense. Play action look. Winkle's going to head upfield, slides after he gets across the 35-yard line to a pickup of 1 on the little mini scramble.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Winkler are going to be happy about that one. Their boy didn't take a shot there. He took a lot of shots last week.
Yeah. Well, he got smart.
Live to play another day.
Duck under. It's okay. Sometimes wisdom is the better part of valor. Just under 7 minutes left in this first half of football action. Shoremen up big, 35-7, Lorain High and threatening again. Power I formation. Winkle goes under center, fakes the pitch, hands off inside. That's Lucas. Lucas busts a couple down. Check that, not Lucas. That was that time Anthony Thielman. I got to add him to my roster here. Now he's there. So Thielman's going to line up at that fullback position. 2 receivers split off to the left side, tight end to the right side. That's Kuhar. Winkle again, hands off inside. Thielman bounces off, spins off, works forward across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. So a nice pickup there of about 8 yards.
But he's running like, man, you're giving me a chance to tote the rock?
Yeah.
I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity. I'm going to make the most of it.
So I'll give him 7 yards on that rush. What did we have on the first one?
You know what? I missed that one, Don. That's incorrect.
Okay.
I'll have to check with the statisticians.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and get that one. Either way, it's a first down here. Second back through again is Ohm. Ohm hesitates at the 20, still on his feet at the 15, down to the 10, dragging guys out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. So a pickup that time of, what, 17.
Wow, just chunks and chunks of yards. And nothing fancy.
No.
This power football. We talked about that at the keys of the game. Who's going to control line of scrimmage? And the answer can be shown right on that scoreboard right now.
Exactly. And there's still 6 minutes left in this first half of football, and the Shoremen are getting ready to go into the end zone again. First and goal from the 7-yard line for the Shoremen. Yeoman's going to line up at fullback. Ohm will be the second back in that I formation. Little play action look across
Corner
the
route.
middle. Nope. Fade goes into the edge, and there's the flag in the end zone. Pass interference. They'll spot the ball, I believe, at the 2-yard line since it occurred in the end zone. Or is it? No, it'll be half the distance. That's the pro rule. Let's see here. Pretty clear on that pass interference. And you know, if it's the pass interference call versus the touchdown catch, you go after the pass interference.
You know, Hunter Perry was the intended wide receiver, ran a nice route.
Yeah,
he came and ran that corner route right to the pylon, just like you're supposed to throw it. Lorraine did the right thing, and you know, really with that PI right there.
All right, so half the distance on the penalty. And the 8 down to the 4. First and goal now from the 4-yard line. Fake the pitch, handoff inside. Thielman bounces off the first tackle, works forward close to the goal line. They're going to say no. They stopped him short. He's not liking that call. I don't know if he didn't like the call to the fact that he didn't get in, but he's inside the 1-yard line. So they give him a pickup of about 3 there. Brings up a second down and goal. Now, Thielman's done the work here.
Give the kid the ball.
Yeah, I'm thinking. He'll line up at fullback again. Winkle goes under center, has tight end to the right. Stack to the left as well.
Touchdown.
To the big guy and untouched. Thielman will go into the end zone for another Avon Lake score. 41-7 now. And Thielman, again, he did the work. He earned that one.
Nice job there by Coach Laird to keep giving that kid the rock so he can get that 6. Because on that last run, he was begging to get in that end zone.
Yeah, he was. Extra point attempt coming out. I tell you what, if you're an Avon Lake like cheerleader or something, be glad that you're not doing that push-up thing after every score.
Oh yeah, they'd be diesel by then.
Yeah, some guns. Snap is back, kick is up for Voloshin. It looks good from here. The officials agree. That'll make it 42-7 in favor of Avon Lake over Lorain High. We'll step away and be right back with your drive summary right here on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network.
The Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America has important information for the millions of people with asthma. You may not know there are 2 main causes of asthma symptoms: airway constriction you feel and inflammation you may not feel. Learn how to better manage your asthma by treating both main causes of asthma symptoms. Treating both causes can help prevent symptoms before they even start. And preventing symptoms could mean a smoother ride. For more information, go to asthma.com.
5:15 left in the first half here from Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Don Vincent, Rick Amador, Nick Hurst down on the sideline. Nick's going to check in with Coach Larry Laird going into the locker room, who I'm thinking will probably be pretty happy with his line's play here tonight.
Yeah, just, I mean, when we talk about these stats, impressive is all you can say.
Oh, no doubt. And we'll have those stats for you coming up at halftime, brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank. Our halftime show brought to you by Subway. So stick around for all of that. We'll have stats and highlights coming your way. Long kick again is going to be fielded by Perry Mincy at about the 1-yard line. He's out to the 10 to the 15, hesitates there, gets wrapped up and dropped at the 17. And that's going to be about it. Extracurriculars following the play. Guys continue to go at it away from the ball. No flag there.
Perry Mincy caught that ball right around the 3. I think he thought he was in the end zone again. He was just kind of used to.
Yeah, and he kind of came up delicately.
Yeah,
at least
he really
the first
didn't
couple
hit that.
steps. Yeah.
When you look at that guy hitting the return versus, you know, Wyatt Ohm or Jace Russell in the return, or Seipel, they're hitting it.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
It's almost immediate. Avon Lake with a big lead here with 5 minutes left in this second quarter. Here's that bone look again for Lorraine as they come to the line of scrimmage. Pitch is going to go. That'll be Aaron Neal going to the right side. Has some blockers in front of him. Slowed down, hesitated, put his hand down on the ground, works up across the 20 to about the 22. So a pickup there of about 5. Neal, if you can get 5 yards of crack, you're doing okay, but you've got to hold on to the ball, and you've got to do that consistently.
Each time Aaron Neal's carried the ball, it's looked like he's, losing his footing every time. This is the first time Lorraine has played on the synthetic grass, or field turf, I should say. Well, you wonder if that's causing a problem for him.
And at some point, you've got to figure that part out. Wishbone again, double tight. A little misdirection. Handoff goes to Saunders right into the middle of the line. Gets wrapped up, met at the line of scrimmage. Let's see the young man that got a hold of him. I want to say, was that Keene coming up on the?
Turner Keene.
Yeah.
Turner Keene did a nice job reading his keys. Came and filled that hole, made the play.
Essentially no gain. It'll be a 3rd down and 5. And they'll stay in that bone look. It's actually not a true bone because it's offset a little bit. Pitch is going to go to Saunders. That's why he was back. He was trying to cheat. Tries to find the corner. Gets met at the 25. Works forward to the 26. I think he's going to be short here. All right, Nick, you're on again. I'm thinking he's about a yard short.
I think you're right up there. We'll see. We'll see if they call for a measurement. Yep, no, they're just going to say he's short.
Yeah, he needed the 27, and it's just outside the 26. It's about 2 ball lengths away, and looks like the Titans are going to go ahead and go for it. They've been giving up the short porch even when they've been punting. So,
quick snap.
Yeah, why not? Williamson works forward, gets that and a little bit more, gets out to the 30-yard line before the Avon Lake defense figures out what's going on, which is kind of a surprise. You think they'd be ready for that one, but a nice little pickup there for Williamson.
That first down was actually given up by the defense. Their defensive alignment let a gap right over to guard center spot, and it was a huge hole there. I'm glad to see a heady move by Eddie Williamson. And, when you're down 42-7, that's the kind of things you look to build on. Hey, good play, kid. You've seen a weakness in the defense. You capitalize on that play, albeit just for a first down.
By the way, speaking of Lorain High, I want to say hi to all of our friends over at WLCS TV 20. They're joining us for the broadcast. Haven't mentioned them this evening. Joe Bach here taking in all the excitement. So hello to WLCS and all the folks listening and watching on Channel 20 in Lorain. And a timeout coming off the Lorain High bench with 3:16 left in the first half. And that looked like it was going to be a decent play. But that being said, Avon Lake might have been slowing down. We'll take a break as well with 3:16 left, 42-7 in favor of Avon Lake. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network. While we were away, missed a play, a running play for the Lorain High Titans. There's a flag. It was a pitch to the right side. Neal was trying to find the corner, never quite got there. Flag on the opposite side of the field, back at about the 26-yard line. They're going to call it a hold. Now, do you make it 2nd down and 10, or do you leave it at 1st down and back them up? That's the question.
You almost wonder how many times when there are those backside holds like that away from the play that the referee just lets it go.
They're going to back him up here. So it's from the spot of the foul, which is back at the 27. So that'll take it back to the 17. Technically a 10-yard penalty, but it's going to be a whole heck of a lot more than that when everything's said and done. The 1st down and 23. Second penalty for 25 yards. Total of 25 yards against Lorain. They're going to come back with that wishbone formation again, double tight. We'll play action. Look, Williamson gets pressure, has to turn the corner, gets outside to the 20 to the 25, headed for the sideline, gets wrapped and dropped high. There's a flag coming down. And Williamson will spot the ball down at the 34-yard line, and that's exactly where the flag popped out. So 17-yard pickup there for Williamson. And then the flag should come following that, I believe. Wouldn't have been a 1st down.
You think they're calling a horse collar there, aren't you?
Yeah, I think that's where they're going with it. Let's find the call here. Personal foul. There's the caller sign. So they'll knock off another 15 yards in Lorain High in pretty decent field position for Lorain High. Even though they're not quite at midfield, they'll spot it at the 49-yard line.
I like the tempo. Lorraine's getting back to the line of scrimmage after the penalty and the big run by Williamson. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going.
First down and 10 for Lorain High from their own 49-yard line. Misdirection again. Handoff goes to Saunders. Sneaks inside, gets pulled down from behind. I tell you what, if that one guy wouldn't have got a hand on his jersey, and I want to say for Avon Lake, it was Jack Laraway that got a hand on that jersey and just slowed him down enough. He might have been gone. As it is, it's a pickup of 7.
Yeah, that's one thing you look at Sherman Saunders. He's a very patient runner.
Right.
He really doesn't have the jets like some of the Lorain runners that we've seen in the past, but he's deceptively fast, I think is what you want to look at.
Yeah, good athleticism basically is kind of what you're looking at. Pitch is going to go to Neal. He's trying the right side, gets into the line of scrimmage, ducks forward, and that's all he got was a line of scrimmage before he got stood up. Although he's not going down, they continue to battle well after the whistle. Both guys on both sides of the line.
Give him about 1 yard on that carry.
Maybe. And I think you're being generous.
Also checking into the game at the fullback
I noticed that as well.
Number 7, Sterling Jeffries, junior running back defensive lineman.
All these guys coming into the game, they're making me scribble up my sheets here. Third down, we're going to call it 2. 1:43 left in the first half. And play stops. Flag comes from the sideline, on the far sideline.
Yep.
Yeah. So Avon Lake's going to give him a free 5. And, you know, now kind of looking down at the field, I still think we're seeing a lot of the ones here for Avon Lake, buddy.
Well, what Coach is doing, you know, Coach Lair's doing, he's sprinkling some of the guys, the 2 deep guys that are coming in to get that experience. I mean,
Sure.
you got a game at 42-7, and, you know, I would expect Tony Shoulders to do the same thing. There's things you can work on. We're still early in the season, guys.
Well, Disbro's going to trot back out onto the field, and he's had a terrific night defensively
He has.
here.
All over the place.
So first down from the 39-yard line. Here comes Lorain again, a little misdirection. Williamson tries to get out of trouble, fires back into the middle, flips it out for Jeffries. I don't know how he even got back to even think about throwing that ball, but it's probably a good thing that he got rid of it when he did.
Eddie using some of those point guard skills and jukes that he got back there to make a play.
He wanted to go back, saw one of the defenders, almost kind of pirouetted underneath the would-be tackler, stepped up toward the line and flipped it out toward the flat, just couldn't find Jeffries there. Bone look again, handoff goes to Sherman. Sherman right up into the middle of the line. He's going to duck forward for maybe a yard. He'll get wrapped up and dropped there. Al Pivcevic in on the stop, along with a couple other guys in red helmets.
They give him about 1 yard on that carry.
That's about it. Brings up a third down and 9, 1:12 on the first half clock. Going into the locker room, we're going to check in with Coach Larry Laird and get his reactions to this first half football, and I have a feeling he'll be at least somewhat pleased. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Williamson all alone in the offensive backfield, wants to throw, starts rolling to his right, fires down right in the middle of the field at the 30-yard line. That'll be Neal. Neal will work inside the 30 down to about the 20. And they'll stop the clock there to move the sticks with 49 seconds. So where'd they start that one?
Yards.
All right, we'll do that.
Pitch and catch for 18. You know, what Neal did is he's seen a nice soft area in the zone, sat down in the zone. Nice pitch and catch from Eddie to Aaron Neal.
Barry down on this low side. Williamson looking at him for just a second, gets flushed out of the pocket, looking toward the end zone, hesitates, gets wrapped up, drops the ball. It's actually knocked out of his hand. And who landed on that? Officials have yet to make a signal. Looks like it should be Shoremen football. That's who's getting up with it. Are they saying incomplete? Are they saying fumble? Somebody say something.
Fumble.
Nope, fumble. There you go. There's the signal.
I was going to say, it did look like a fumble down here. Don't think he was trying to throw that ball.
I thought so too. I didn't think there was much question about it, but boy, the call was just so late coming off the officials. 31 seconds left, and what's that, the 4th turnover?
4th turnover. It was a nice little drive Lorraine's putting together, trying to get some confidence back on their side of the ball. Eddie trying to make a play, and Avon Lake going into that victory formation just to get into halftime, guys.
Burn out this last 31 seconds. David Winkle will go under center, take a knee. I would imagine from here, if the officials take their time, we can go into the locker room at the half, and Coach Larry Laird sending his guys in. A round of applause, and I think we're going to check in with the coach. Go ahead.
All right, I'm with Coach Laird here. All right, Coach. Controlling the line of scrimmage is something you stretched, and you're up 42-7 right now, and is that something you're impressed with, the play of the offensive line today?
I think our offensive line's played real well. Our defense has to step up. We're giving up way too many drives. I think we've only forced them to punt twice. That's unacceptable, and we will get that fixed in the second half.
Well, you told me you wanted to go out here and play Avon Lake football. Do you think you've done that so far today?
I think we're getting there. We're not quite there yet, but we're getting there.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, Nick, thank you. Very good job. Getting a hold of the coach, and you can hear, even though up 42-7 at the half, Coach Larry Laird interested in doing a little bit more damage as they continue through the ball game.
McGruff the crime dog here. We've all heard of identity theft. Now I'm going to show you how those thieves do it. Watch. He's secretly photographing her credit card with his cell phone. Now watch. They pretend they have a package to deliver, and while they're trying to fit it in the mailbox, they're taking her credit card payments and other paid bills. To learn how to protect yourself from identity theft, go to weprevent.org. Keep your identity to yourself and help take a bite out of crime.
Bob McGrath.
And I'm Big Bird.
And we love to make music. Music can help kids learn. Did you know that making music, any music...
Like Twinkle Twinkle?
Right, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, can help your child with language, reading, and even math.
And it's lots of fun, too.
To find out how children learn and grow with music, visit www.amc-music.org.
And you'll see...
Music works wonders.
Yeah, it sure does.
plant inspiration. Provide youth with the creative tools and skills to cultivate it. And you'll be amazed at what can grow. Adobe Youth Voices in the Peapod Foundation. Learn more at plantandinspire.org.
Titans coming out and taking their time getting the ball on the tee. Okay, I was just checking numbers there. I thought had an extra guy out there. Orsler's going to kind of lead the charge here, standing by the ball and make sure that the Titans get moving in the right tempo here. Williamson will back up to kick it off. 42-7 in favor of Avon Lake to start things off here in the third quarter. Williamson approaches, short kick. It's going to be bounced at about the 24-yard line, picked up by the middleman in that formation. That's Wyatt Ohm. Tries to head off to the far side of the field, moving left to right across your digital tuner. Busts out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. So again, great starting field position here for the Shoremen.
Yeah, Wyatt Ohm took that short kick, got his shoulder square, hit the hole, and was running tough.
North and south, or at least in this case, east and west, is the preferred mode and once you get going here. So here they come. First down and 10 for the Shoremen. Their own 42-yard line. A little offset eye in the backfield. Handoff goes to the second guy through. That looks like it's Lucas. Check that. No. We're seeing some other bodies here. That was Klimkowski. Klimkowski will take it out for a first down. We'll get it out to the other 42-yard line, and one of the Titans is down. So we'll call that about a 16-yard pickup for Klimkowski. First down, and they'll set things up at the 43. Actually, so they make that a 15-yard pickup for a first down. Not sure who the young man is down on the field. Can you spot a number, Nick?
I'm looking. He's flat on his back right now, so I can't really see.
Looks like one of their down linemen from here.
And just not a lot of movement out there on the field at all. Apologize for that. We're picking up a little radio interference. We're sending our man David Q down to check that out. Try to monitor that for you. 11:46 left in the third quarter. 42-7 Avon Lake over Lorain. See a little bit of movement from the young man, but it's just not a whole heck of a lot right now. Both teams huddled on the sides. A couple of Lorain players looking in and checking on what's going on. Coach Tony Shoulder sending the rest of his players over into the huddle. They wanted to kind of keep an eye on what was going on. And reaching up and getting up. It's good to see there for Lorain High. And bouncing back up here, the young man wearing 59, which does not show, at least on my roster.
I don't have that number either.
I don't have it down here.
Why don't you roll over there and try to get a name on that young man, and so his family can know that he's all right.
I got it.
Very good, thank you.
Yep.
All right, first down and 10. Ball spotted now at the Lorain 43-yard line. That last pickup was a 15-yard pickup there for Klimkowski.
He'll
line up at the fullback again on the offset eye. Winkle wants to throw. Pump fake, goes long ball. Contact out on the side. No flag. Oh, there's a hat saying that he went out of bounds. So all for naught on that first down pitch and catch, wanting to go long ball. But I tell you what, I like the pump fake from Winkle to kind of freeze that defense, and then had a man kind of going along the sideline, and I believe that was Campo on that long route.
Kevin Davis did a nice job not biting on that pump fake. He was stride with the intended receiver. He was really in his hip pocket the whole way, forcing him out of bounds. That's why you seen the referee's hat.
Gotchel and Russell split on opposite sides. Hands off goes to Klimkowski again. He'll pick up a nice chunk out across the 35, just across the 35. So we'll pick up there of about 8 on that second down carry.
Klimkowski's getting his number called. He's making the most of his opportunity. Hakeem Caven, the strong safety, was in the box on that play. You'd like to see him make that play. He went right by him.
Yeah. 3rd down and short here for Avon Lake. Again, they put themselves onto a short porch. They got this one started at the 42, which isn't terrible field position. They've improved it steadily here. They've got a receiver split to either side. Seipel's on the near side. He's had a big night already. Offset I. Klimkowski's going to be the fullback. Ohm the tailback. Ohm's going to get the carry.
Oh,
he's
nice
going to split 2 defensive players and work his way down to the 25-yard line. So a pickup there of about 9.
I don't know how he made that move. He had 2 defenders that had him bracketed back there. He thought the play was going to be stopped for nothing. He was able to turn something into nothing into something.
1st down again for Avon Lake, this time at the Lorain High 25-yard line. Actually just inside the 25. Nose of the back side of the ball is sitting on the 25, so they're moving forward from there. Kyle Beck split to the high side. Young man I don't have down here on the near side is going to try to work into the end zone. They'll go short to the tight end. That's the big guy, Kuhar, who gets pounded out of bounds, but not before he gets down to the 7-yard line. And another 1st down, a pickup of 18. And he was the 2nd receiver. Nice job by Winkle checking down. Another 1st down for Avon Lake. 1st down and goal here from the 7-yard line.
First reception for Kyle on the night.
Klimkowski will line up at the fullback. Straight eye. Want to throw again. There's that little fade. Campo out on the edge all alone. Touchdown. Brings it in. Nice catch. Great pass by Winkle. Great catch by Campo. 7 yards out. Boy, used every bit of that 7 yards and everything they had toward the sideline.
Yes, and that's the key. How oftentimes you see a play call to the short side of the field where you can't make that. Great call by the Avon Lake coaching staff to take advantage of their field position.
Lotion will be back out. Extra point opportunity for him. Well, hey, at this point he's scoring a touchdown all on his own. That's his 7th point of the evening. 52-7 in favor of Avon Lake. Step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 and Lorain County Sports Network.
Sergeant Jason Nielsen served his country as an MP in Iraq.
I was in Iraq for 10 months before I was hit by that sniper.
He suffered a paralyzing injury, ending his military service. Paralyzed Veterans of America's National Service Officers are trained to help injured veterans get all the benefits they've earned.
She worked with my wife, took care of everything for me just so I could focus on just recovery and trying to get on with life.
To learn more, visit pva.org.
All right, 6 plays and 58 yards leaves the score at 49-7. I apologize, I messed that up for you, but another nice drive here by the Shoremen. 1:23 off the clock. They're going to kick it away. This one looks like it's headed toward the end zone again. It is, so a touchback. Titans will take over out at their 20-yard line.
You know, one of the things Lorraine is going to see, you know, they're going to head into league play here shortly. They're going to see a whole totally different ball game where the defense is going to spread, the offenses are going to spread their defense and offense across the width of the field.
Right.
So these are one of the things where you got to go into and say, okay, what are we going to do when we're in league play?
Oh, exactly. And you know, work on that stuff, time it up as best you can. So here they go. 1st down and 10 from their own 20. Here comes the 3 receivers to the near side, to the high side. Good call, buddy. Williamson, shotgun formation. Looks a little underneath route. That'll be Barry. Barry sidesteps one would-be tackler, still on his feet. 25 to the 30. 30 trying to carry guys forward. Slips by across the 40 out to the 42-yard line. So a nice pickup of about 22 there on 1st down.
Now it's almost like a bubble screen where he comes underneath the 2 receivers, almost pick play.
Yeah.
Where he comes underneath.
Well, and I was waiting to see the flag on that, to be honest. There was contact downfield before he broke underneath on that route. 1st down and 10 from the 42-yard line. 10-11 left in the 3rd quarter.
Empty backfield.
Send a man in motion across the formation. That was Heisel. They're going to throw it, and I believe that is Heisel out in the flat, isn't it? He's going to get down to about the 45-yard line.
Guys, real quick update on the player that was down was Adam Kuchta.
Okay.
Aaron Neal.
Just looked like they were icing his knee down there, so.
All right, thank you very much. Hopefully that report is good. That sideline report brought to you by Lorain County Community College. Lorain County Community College education for a real future. Back to the action now. Spread formation for the Titans. Williamson gets pressure from the backside. Tucks, works upfield, gets near midfield, gets popped. Heading forced out of bounds at about the 49, maybe the 50. So a pickup there of about 4.
Pick up a 4, and let's credit that previous reception by Aaron Neal for 4 yards.
So give Williamson a pickup of about 3 that time. So it should bring up a 3rd down and 3. They're on the 49, need the opposite 48.
It's a long 3.
Yeah, it is. Barry to the near sideline as the Titans move right to left. Williamson's just going to take the snap, head right upfield, gets to the 50 and gets turned away, dragged backwards. So it'll bring up a 4th down and about 2. Pick up a 1 there. And the problem for Williamson, he got into that line and you could see him turn immediately, and not almost to make a move, but just to absorb the shock that was coming his way.
Al Pivcevic, he was able to split that guard tackle gap, really stopping that play right at the point of attack.
4th down and 2. Lorraine's going to go for it from midfield. At that wishbone look, handoff is Neal. Neal slides inside just between the center and the left guard, and he's going to work forward for a 1st down to the 46-yard line. So needed 2, picked up about 5. That's the 2nd or 3rd time that Lorraine's been able to pick one up on 4th down and short.
Lorraine going no huddle.
Yeah, we're going to spread it out again. Saunders is going to line up in the slot on the near side. Barry's got man coverage down here on the bottom. Williamson wants to throw, gets forced out of the pocket, fires long ball, and Saunders down there. A lot of contact, but good play downfield, picked up by his opposite number, Wyatt Ohm, with the defensive coverage downfield.
I tell you what, if he just looks to the left, Barry's got man-to-man coverage. You got to like that, you know?
You would think, and you'd also think that the coaches up in the box are picking up on that, but that's an awful lot of faith by the Shoremen coaches to put man-on-man on a guy that's going D1. Looks like they'll pick up man defense again. Spread formation for the Titans. 8:27 left in the 3rd quarter. High snap for Williamson. Steps up into the pocket, scatters a little bit, gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets dropped after a 1-yard gain maybe. It's going to be it. That pocket is collapsing so quickly. Kuhar there to help out on that stop, along with a bunch of other guys from the Shoremen.
We talked about that. You know, can Josh Fenn and Jawan Charlton handle, you know, the pass rush from this 3-4 look? And so far, they haven't been very successful.
No. 3rd down and 9. 7:56 on a running 3rd quarter clock here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. 49-7 in favor of Avon Lake. 3 receivers to the bottom part of the field. Williamson wants to run, backside pressure, and boy, oh boy, guess who? Danny Disbro comes up with a the sack. Credit the pressure from the opposite side. Kyle Kuhar kind of turned Williamson back, and Disbro there just to clean up behind.
Yeah, tried to have him roll out to his left. Makes it really difficult for that right-handed quarterback. He's got to turn his shoulders to throw. Nothing was there. Great job by the defense to get pressure up front.
Loss of 13 on the play. And now the Titans are going to have to punt it away, and their punting game, at least tonight, has been a bit of an adventure. Williamson is back to kick it away. Trying to pick up a number on the deep guy ready to receive. Is that Jace Russell? I think it's a single digit. Almost blocked the kick. Williamson will get it off. It'll bounce at the 35 inside the 30. Nice still bounce. Rolling inside the 20 down to the 15. So the bounce certainly almost as far as the kick. They'll punt it away, and this has got to be the worst field position for Avon Lake all night at their own 15-yard line. 6:47 left in this one, and we may have a bit of a quarterback change here. Nope, check that.
Winkle.
Check that. Sorry about that. I'm going to go deep into the rosters here, I think, on both sides. So you're going to have to pull yours out, too. Sam Telepak comes in. He'll be one of the receivers. Winkle hands off, second back, and the carry is out across the 20 to the 22-yard line. And let's see,
It's Tony Mango on the camera.
Thank you.
I got a better look down here.
You do, and I appreciate it. Keep it coming, buddy.
All right.
Mango's going to stay in that offensive backfield along with Klimkowski. Winkle's going to stay at quarterback, tight end to the right side. That'll be Klimkowski. He's going to roll out across the 25 to the 26, first down yardage to the 27. Pick up of about 4 there for Klimkowski, certainly enough following that pickup from Mango.
Sterling Jeffries on the tackle for Lorain.
Call it first down and 10. Clock continues to run here, which is a good thing. Double tight. Wings on either side, split wide. Pitch goes off, and that'll be Mango again. Steps over one would-be tackler, works his way out across the 35 to the 36, so a pickup there of about 9. And Tony Mango taking full advantage. A couple nice runs here, one of 8 and one of about 9, I think.
Mango has some quick feet. Actually, give him 9 on that one.
Yeah. I'll remind everybody you can check this game out later if you like. Our online partner, LoraineCounty.com. If you're a Shoremen fan, certainly going to want to check that out. Pitch is going to go right side. Mango tries to find the edge, does so. Steps across the 40 to the 44. Does a nice job just keeping his feet chopping. A pickup there of about 7, maybe 8.
Whenever you see the center, Sam McKinley, getting to the safeties, you know those runs are going to be pretty big. Chunks and chunks of yards.
So here comes the Shoremen again on first down and 10. Their own 44-yard line, just chewing up chunks of yardage. Wow. Pitch goes to Mango again. He's going to get across midfield down to the opposite, 48, 47. A little bit of a continuing play on occasion. Guys getting a little chippy. Some of that's probably frustration on the white hat side of things right now.
When Ben Oxley is getting pancake box where the ball is being stopped, you know you're going to have success.
To say the least. Another 9-yard pickup there. Brings up second down and 1, and I think the Shoremen coaching staff content just to kind of run this one into the ground.
Oh.
Pitch goes at Klimkowski. I think that was a broken play, turns into a first down carry. A pickup of 3. Not exactly sure where that was going or what the intent was, but
it worked.
Bottom line, another first down here for Avon Lake. This second half has been very much more what you would anticipate from an Avon Lake offense. Very, very run-based, picking up first downs, kind of the grind. First and 10 in Lorain territory from the 44-yard line. Handoff Klimkowski right into the middle of the line. And he'll work it ahead 2, maybe 3 down to the, well, let's see where they spot it. It's either the one guy standing on the 42, he's wavering. The other one's at the 41. So we'll mark it at the 41, give him a pickup of 3.
Big Willie Wanks on the stop for Lorain.
Second down and 7. That's not something we've heard a whole lot tonight, Rick.
No. You'd like to see David Winkle snap this ball with about 2 seconds left on the play clock. Give as much of the clock as possible.
Pitch is going to go out to the right side, heading upfield, I believe. Mango again out inside the 35, just to the 35. That's going to be close to first down yardage on that second down carry.
Looks like he had enough. Kyle Greenfield with the tackle there for Lorain.
No, they're going to call that third down, so give him 6. Brings up a third down and 1. They'll spot it right at the 35. Double tights, I backfield. Klimkowski's going to be the fullback, and he'll get the handoff. He'll work upfield, gets met, but not before he picks up a first down. Gets bear hugged and wrapped and dropped backwards. Josh Fenn on the stop. That's a pickup of 3, and that's enough for the first down.
I mean, I tell you what, there is not that whole part of like the Red Sea. I mean, there was no one in front of him. Great job out of line.
Pretty easy to run that way, isn't it?
We could run through that hole.
One of us could. One of us a little bit old. High backfield pitch. Second back is Mango. Works forward, gets wrapped up, pulled down by his jersey as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Give him a pickup of maybe 1 down to the 31. Tony Mango, a 5'9", 175-pound junior, really kind of doing a lot of work here.
That's exactly what we talked about at, at halftime, getting some of these juniors, some guys that you're going to be looking at, down the road. And in the event if there's an injury happens, you have to get these young men ready.
Well, Holden Ohm comes onto the field. He's going to be the wing on this near side. 5'10" receiver. Handoff goes inside. Guess who? Mango again works down to the 21-yard line. That's a pickup of almost 10. And I believe pretty doggone close to another first. Nope, they're going to spot at the 22, so a pickup of 9,
and
but enough to move the sticks. A lot of different players kind of stepping into the mix right now. Splitting out to the far side, be Robbie Fennick, the wide receiver. I don't imagine that Winkle's going to put the ball up in the air. Pitch goes to Mango, the right side inside the 20, working down to the 15. Pick up there of about 7. Boy, and just chunks and hunks of yards here for the Shoremen. And it's good blocking up front. It's good downhill running by the running backs, and they're doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Since Mango checked into the game, he's had runs of 8, 9, 6, 1, 9, and 7. 8 carries for 57 yards, a 7.1 yard per carry average.
That'll get it done. 1 minute left here in this third quarter.
He's quarterback 18.
So Campo's going to take over at quarterback. You got some movement along the offensive line. That'll back things up by 5 yards. Flag comes out. All the whistles blew, but no one threw a flag. So one of the officials goes, okay, I got this one.
Coach Laird being sneaky there, sneaking Campo in there on us.
Should not do that. That's not fair.
That's not fair to us, at least.
Yeah.
Who cares about us?
Good for him, though. 5th penalty, 40 yards. Not a terrible night penalty-wise here for the Shoremen. That'll back them up 5 yards, though, and bring up a 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to run with 48 seconds left in this third quarter.
Number 18, Jeremiah Campbell.
Campo will lead the Shoremen back to the line of scrimmage. Minkowski at fullback. Looks like Mango stay in there. Got a tight wing. A little bit of movement there. They're going to look downfield. Campo wants to throw. Had a receiver out on the edge. Couldn't quite connect with him. That was Nick Horton. Couldn't quite pull that one in. So it brings up a rare third and here for the Shoremen.
Nice design play by Avon Lake. The guy was open in that flat area. Nicely thrown ball. And my father raised us on the premise, if you could touch it, you can catch it.
I agree. That being said, it was my excuse when I was a receiver in college a couple times, so. Wasn't my fault, man. It's too far. Shotgun here, so we're mixing things up. Campo getting a little bit look at the full offensive package. 2 receivers on either side. Klimkowski with the handoff. Gets to the 20, gets met just before the 20, and dropped there for essentially no gain.
Barry and Fenn on the stop there.
So 4th down here and 8. Ball spotted at the Lorain High 20-yard line. So I would imagine they'll go after it here. Although I'd like to see Voloshin put the leg on the ball, but do you need the points right now? Yeah, we'll find out in just a minute as the third quarter comes to a close. Avon Lake up 49-7 over Lorain. We'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
Sports are great for a kid's body. Steroids aren't. They can ruin tendons in legs and arms. Steroids can stunt bone growth and increase the chances of liver cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Steroids don't make great athletes. They destroy them. Talk to your kids. Need help? Get help. Visit drugfree.org.
12 minutes left in this one, and a 4th down, and here's the a field goal attempt. They're going to put the ball down at the 27-yard line, so a 37-yard field goal attempt here.
Laces were out.
Voloshin, no, that's going to be short and a little right. Well, that one will fall no good. A little surprise there. I thought he certainly had that much leg, and I know he does have that much leg. What the heck happened that particular time? Who knows?
Snap was good. The placement was good.
Lorraine's going to take over. Let's head down to Nick Hurst on the sidelines.
Hi guys, how's it going out there?
You know, it's easy up here.
Yeah. Well, the Avon Lake student section, they're still very much into this game. Going crazy down here, even with the 49-7 lead, so you got to like that for Avon Lake.
If I heard what your mic open earlier, I think they're excited because Coach Laird might be getting his first win ever.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
What if he's going to get the bath tonight?
I did like how he was still stressing things he didn't like, even though they had a big lead going into half.
Agreed. You know, there's always work to do, and you know, successful programs, regardless of what the score is, aren't satisfied. They want to keep working. So Lorain High is going to come out here, first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line, coming off the missed field goal attempt, and a timeout from Lorain High means we get to take a break as well. 11:55 left in the contest. We'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
Jenny dear, don't forget my dress for the fashion show. We want to look my best now.
Jenny, we started our book report. Here's the cover.
Yeah, now all we need is a beginning,
a middle,
and an end.
Jenny
dear.
Hi, honey.
Are you feeling blue? What's wrong with being blue?
Well, where should I start?
If you're a teen dealing with stress, there's help. Visit the Will Rogers Institute website for a free booklet about teen stress and how you can de-stress your life.
Right.
Welcome back to Avon Lake Memorial Stadium, and the Shoremen looking to put the icing on this one, although there's just about the whole fourth quarter left with the score 49-7, and to the Shoremen credit, really kind of tamed down their offensive looks on things and went to a very basic offensive package. Right now, first down and 10 for the Lorain High Titans. They'll work out of that bone formation. Saunders are going to try the right side, get up to the 25, get dragged out of bounds at about the 27, maybe the 28. So a pickup there of about 8 yards. And you have to recognize, and you have to be completely honest as broadcasters. We need to point out this is Lorain's ones against what appear to be the twos, maybe threes for Avon Lake. That being said, those are still some good ball players.
Yeah, you should see some success, and that's what they want to build off of if you're a Lorain fan.
Wishbone look again. Saunders wants to throw, fires it to the backside, has a receiver there. And that one's going to fall incomplete. Intended receiver that time was Thomas Evans. Is that right, a freshman? Yeah. Well, that one's going to fall incomplete, so now you got to put him on your quarterback stats. Saunders is...
I don't have a spot for that. Actually, that was 27. That was a young man. I said we need to get his name before
I thought it was 22.
No, 27.
Well, it shows you what I know.
We're not giving his name in the roster.
Third down is short. Pitch goes to Neal. Has to chase it down. Works upfield. I don't think he's going to get the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. That was kind of busted up by the fact that pitch led him too much, and he got off balance trying to go after it and ended up giving up yards. Brings up a fourth down and about 2.
How long to at that?
Agreed. Would think we'd see the Titans punting here, but you never know. Nope. They're going to go for it. They may just 4 downs regardless. Fourth down and about 3. Ball at the 27. Williams reverses out. Saunders, left side of the line, gets met, gets driven backwards. Going absolutely nowhere that time. Kyle Beck stepping up with a big stop and giving the Shoremen the ball back on the short porch. They spot it effectively at the line of scrimmage, so no gain, but on downs. Avon Lake's going to take over with 10:49.
This is one of those games down if you're Lorain, you just kind of stuff it, say, hey.
Well, at some point, you know, and I've been in situations like this, and I ain't clearly not happy to admit that, but you don't even bother looking at this film.
Yeah, just can't hate.
Yeah, you trash this one and you move on. That being said, you want to check this game out later, WLCS will have it. Certainly take a look at that. Pitch goes out to the near side for the Shoremen. Robbie Fennick with the catch. Started things off at the 27. He'll work it down to about the 23. So a pitch and catch there of about 4 yards. Barry will come out and help out on the stop. Well, I tell you what, both of these squads coming back next week. Avon Lake's going to host Hoover. Lorraine's going to be out at Toledo Scott. So there's some things going on there for them. They've got to put some things together. Offset eye, handoff goes right up the middle. Klimkowski working forward down to about the 20. Or check that, the 15. That'll be enough for a first down. Needed 6, ended up picking up, what, about 9?
What you got down there, Nick?
Well, Cole Schmidt checked in at quarterback on that play, number 25.
All right.
So they got a whole bunch of different players coming out here.
Good pickup. Appreciate the help on that.
Yep.
So we'll look at him. Schmidt, a 5'10", 170-pounder, pitches it off to the right side. That'll be Gomsak. Matt Gomsak tries the right side of the line. Pick up a couple. That's going to be about it on that first down carry. Rick, I think at this point, just put down a general runner. Just lump them all together so we have the final total, I think. Second down and 8, 9:22 on a running fourth quarter clock. It's all over but the shouting here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium. Handoff goes right up the middle. That'll be the fullback. And he'll get down to about the 10-yard line. Gonna pick up a name as soon as I get a number on the carry. Was that Mango again? I think it might have been.
Every time you say his name, I think of Mango Salsa. I don't know why.
Are you a little hungry?
You know, I'm not, but just that Geico commercial is getting to me. The Caveman. Remember that one from a couple years ago? I have no idea why.
Oh, here, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Wendy's is bringing our drive summaries all night long. I'm stopping at Wendy's on the way home. It's just down the street here on 83. High snap. And managing that is Schmidt. He's going to get wrapped up. He's only going to lose a yard, but that's actually a pretty good result for the Shoremen on that particular play following that high snap.
You know, Kenny Washington with the stop there for a loss for Lorraine.
So it brings up fourth down and about 8. And the Shoremen looking to go for it from here. Trotting out onto the field, Fennick. And who else did I see out there? I want to say it might have been Telepack coming out as well. That's it. He'll split out to the left side.
Vasquez checking in for Lorraine at defensive tackle.
Fennick will slide over to the right side. Cole Schmidt at quarterback in the shotgun. High snap again, and ball still on the ground. It's going to be picked up and fell on by Gomsak. But on that fourth down loss, the Titans will take over. A loss there of about 4. Unfortunately, Matt's going to get hit with that one. So on downs, Lorain High is going to take over. 7:48 left in this one. Not a lot of drive summaries here in this second half, and it's certainly appreciated because, boy, I tell you what, in the first half, it was just a free-for-all scoring-wise for the Shoremen. Scored 3 times in the first quarter, 3 times in the second quarter. We've certainly been kind hosts, I think, in this second half to the Titans.
Timeout by Tony Shoulders and the Titans.
That means we take a break as well. 7:48 left in the ball game. 49-7 in favor of Avon Lake. We'll be right back. Well, did he take a timeout or not?
He did.
Gene, I think we'll keep it here unless you've already gone to the break. We'll keep it here either way. I'm not quite sure what we're doing right now, but it's okay. We're coming right back to the line of scrimmage, so I guess it's probably a good thing we stayed here. Shotgun formation now.
Orsler at quarterback.
I thought that was him out there, and he'll get another crack at this. Early on, didn't have a lot of success.
Perry Mincy at the running back position.
Orsler,
I apologize.
No, that's not Mincy. That is Aaron Huff. Huff tries the left side of the line. It's bounced around, a little bit of contact following for the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it. So 7:30 on a running clock, and they signaled for the timeout just a moment ago, and I really don't know what happened.
It looked again like personnel problems. They came out with the second team offense, it appears, and just the right kids just weren't ready to go into the game, and that's unfortunate.
Well, a whole bunch of new players coming on for both sides. Dejon Brown, sophomore wide receiver, on for Lorain High. In the defensive backfield, we'll try to pick guys up as they get carries. That'll be Orsler trying to stretch it out along the right side. Gets out to the 20, maybe the 21, a pickup of about 2 there.
And when you see
about it.
And then, you know, if looking at from the Avon Lake's perspective, you got to love seeing 9 helmets to the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Swarming defense right there.
Andy Varnes in the defensive backfield for Avon Lake. Ian Mack on the field as well. Matt Gottschall out there making plays along with Kyle Beck. So a lot of guys here for Avon Lake getting looks defensively, as well as some offensive looks here for some different players on the Lorain side of things. 6:28, fourth quarter clock. Pitch goes out to the near side, and ooh, I tell you what, well, those young men play the ball and not the player. And Tony Mango might have been into the end zone. That pass floated out there a little long, and Mango had a shot at it. That'll bring up a 4th down at about 8, and Lorraine's going to kick it away this time with 6:23 on a stopped fourth quarter clock following the incomplete pass. Looks like it's going to be Gottschall back to receive the kick, and Williamson's got to trot back out on. He's going to handle the punting duty. He's got to get a head count before he does that. Punting game's been a bit of an adventure here for Lorain High tonight. Snap is back. It's a slow one. Williamson will get a leg into it. Decent kick. Bounces at about the 44. Checks up a little bit and works forward to the 43. That's going to be about it. There's like a chip shot out of the green on one of my brother-in-laws. Those guys that know how to play. Mine rolls through it. There's check up. That's exactly what that one did.
Now, you know, I would have to imagine that's one of those at Cherry Ridge, one of the ones that haven't been Victor Gracia proofed.
Is there one?
Any of you retired Ford workers from the Lorain plant, if you ever had a chance to play where Victor Gracia, you know what we're talking about. Good man. One of the best baseball glove repairmen in all of Lorain.
No, there's no question. A little bit of movement before the snap. The official's going to let that go, which is just as well. Handoff goes right up the middle, and a pickup of about 7, maybe 8 for the Shoremen.
You know,
and on the carry that time looked to be...
It was Brian Sharp.
Thank you very much. Sharp on the carry.
Real quick, back to Victor. You know, if Cole Myers is going to you, you know you're pretty good. Good man, good family.
No doubt about that. Pick up a 7 that time for Sharp. 2nd down and 3. Pitch goes out to Sharp again. Has to spin to go get it. Gets wrapped up and dropped in the offensive backfield. Picked up 7 last time. Lost it this time. Good pressure from Lorain High. And coming up on the help is, I think that was McGuigan too. So a loss of 7, maybe 8. Yep, we're going to call a loss of 8, and they're going to call a hold. Well, Lorain High, I'm declining this. I'm going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Let's see what they do here. Oh, guys, come on. Yeah, just decline it. We'll move forward. 5:11 on the clock. There's the hold signal on Avon Lake, and that's declined. So spot the ball right back there, and there you go. 3rd down and 10. It took a while.
It's not that hard, guys. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Decline the penalty, get the clock rolling. Let these young men play.
And now we've got a timeout on the field since everybody's heading off to the side. We'll take a break as well. 5:11 left in the ball game. Avon Lake up big, 49-7 over Lorain. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
Come on, buddy. Let's go.
Dad, did you ever do drugs?
Yeah, I did, and it was a dumb thing to do. But no one ever talked to me about it. My dad never talked to me about it.
Talking to your kids about drugs can be tough. Need help? Get help. Visit our website at drugfree.org.
5:11 left in this one, 49-7 in favor of Avon Lake over Lorain High, and Avon Lake facing a 3rd down and about 11 here, following the sack just a minute ago.
Looked like timeouts by both teams, which I quite don't understand, but
you know, at this point it's kind of academic regardless. Offset eye, pitch goes again to the left side, trying to work upfield is Sharp. Sharp gets met, and it's a loss of a couple back to the 49.
Hey, Kenny Washington doing a nice job keeping contained from his outside linebacker position or monster back position.
Yeah.
Didn't get beat to the corner.
4th and long here for the Shoremen. Looks like, are they thinking about punting it away? I would think that they would. Telepack's in the front of the huddle. Nope, they're going to go for it. All right, they broke the huddle, went up to the line. Now they get back in the huddle. This is when you know you've got your younger guys in there. Things aren't quite as quick, and
I'm going to predict a timeout.
I'm thinking you're right. There it is. We're going to go ahead and keep it here this time, and Coach Larry Laird's going to call one of his specialty teams over to the side. 4:21 left in this ball game. Want to remind you, stick around after the ball game. We'll wrap things up here. We'll take care of our post-game show. We'll have the Buckeye Community Bank stats. We'll talk about our First Federal Savings player of the game and get you set up for all the action. When we head back to the studio, Brian Dietz will keep you up to speed on all the games featuring Lorain County teams on our post-game show here on the Lorain County Sports Network. Frustrating night for the Titans, to say the absolute least, and it'll be interesting to talk to Larry Laird and get his thoughts on this ball game. We heard him at the half, and he wasn't overly satisfied. In this second half of ball, I think, you know, he kind of slowed things down a little bit, and I don't know if he got in the work that he necessarily wanted to get in.
You know what, though, when you look at that offensive line and you've got your guys on roller skates and you're blocking them down the field, 5 yards on the offensive line, he's going to pull some negatives out, but there's a lot of positives.
Well, Avon Lake's decided to go ahead and punt it away. And it looks like Seiple will handle the kicking. We'll pick up the Lorain High return guy here for you in just a second. Nice snap. Seiple gets into it. Well, end over end's going to be fielded at about the 16-yard line. In on the return is Mincy. Mincy gets wrapped up almost immediately. He'll get across the 20 to about the 22, and that's going to be about it. .411 left in this one, and I would think timeouts should have been exhausted by now. Just let it roll.
The one thing when you get to see, in games like this, you get to see a lot of guys that play on Saturdays, a lot of the JVers.
Yeah, true enough.
And sometimes some of these JVers will never have an opportunity even to get on the field on a Friday night. And this is always a nice little experience for them. See if someone can make a play on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and we'll try to pick up everybody that's involved here. Worsler's going to be at quarterback for Lorain. He's going to line up in that wishbone formation, double tight. Pitch is going to go to Octavius Hawthorne. Hawthorne trying to turn the corner. Will get out to the 22, maybe 23. Basically back to the line of scrimmage. So Hawthorne, no gain there. And coming up to help out on the stop for Avon Lake was Zach Kirkwood.
2 yards on that one, eh? Maybe one.
Yeah. That'll be about it. I'll let this clock continue to run. Worsler's going to stay in at quarterback. He's going to step into the shotgun. Hawthorne's going to split out to the left side, and no one's quite sure where they should be at this particular moment. I think, almost moving along that line. And still not quite sure where everybody's supposed to be. Worsler kind of trying to direct traffic. Low snap goes underneath his feet, back at the 10-yard line, steps on it, can't quite control it. Looks like it's going to be Avon Lake's ball at about the 7-yard line. Worsler just on that low snap couldn't bring it back in. And it's going to roll in between his legs, and the Shoremen are going to come away with the ball with 3:10 left on the clock.
Low snap spelled disaster for Worsler. Try to do the right thing and fall on the ball, and the ball just squirted out as he went to get on top of it.
Nick, did you see who got that one? Who landed on top of that one?
I did not.
Okay.
Not doing my job down here.
Yeah, we got to get you on that, man. So First down and goal from the 8-yard line. Rains it pours here, and the Shoremen, as good as they've been in this second half about being kind and polite hosts, don't have much choice but to go after it. Handoff goes inside. That'll be Brian Sharp. He'll work from the 8 down to about the 2. It was one slipped tackle away from another touchdown. So second down and goal here from the 2.
On our stat system that we use here, Don, you know, Brian Sharp has been the beneficiary of all the runs.
Yeah.
So his stats are going to be look a little inflated tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Sharp. Don't get too excited. Don't buy him a new bike or anything.
Not just yet. Oh, he's had a pretty good evening.
He has.
No question about that. Telepack, a quarterback, hands off, inside into the end zone. Touchdown. Brian Sharp put 6 up on the board. So now you can get him to bike.
Yeah.
Touchdown, Shoremen.
A 2-play drive there for the Shoremen. Puts a 55 spot up on the board and possible extra point coming here. Question is do they kick it or do they go for the deuce?
You go ahead and you look over to the Lorraine side of the ball. You know, most of the team is sitting on that bench. You know, just kind of asking themselves what happened.
Well, they met a pretty doggone good football team, number 1. I don't think they were quite prepared for some of what happened tonight. Kicker for Avon Lake is not on my roster. And the kick is good nonetheless. That'll make it 56-7. 2.5 minutes left in this one. We'll step away for just a minute and be right back with the conclusion of this one. Avon Lake over Lorain. We'll be right back on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
Excuse me. Excuse me, are you Santa Claus? I heard you might be him. If you are him, here's my list.
Help the Marines make Christmas possible for less fortunate children. Donate a new toy to Toys for Tots.
Here's Santa Claus.
2:31 left here at Avon Lake Memorial Stadium, 56-7. By the way, that was Voloshin with the extra point kick. Want to make sure we take care of that young man. Thought I saw a 95. It was actually the 99. He's done a great job kicking the ball tonight. It's perfect. He's back out to kick it away. And we'll see who's deep to return here. Long kick.
Number
Gonna
11.
be fielded at about the 1-yard line.
12.
That'll be Heisel. Heisel, oh, it works upfield across the 15. Ball pops out. Whew. I'm going to say he was down there at the 16-yard line.
Max Seipel with the stick.
He's had a whale of a game.
I think I'm going to be talking to this guy later.
Yeah, he's one of the guys we're going to talk to. We're going to primarily focus on his offensive production. It's been pretty good tonight. On the defensive side of things, we want to tap one of the outside linebackers on the shoulder, Danny Disbro. He's all over the ball tonight.
He really set the tone with his defensive play.
I agree. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line with 2:25 left in the ball game. There, Orsler hands off, and along the left side of the line,
Dominique Smith.
Smith's going to get the carry. And he'll pick up 1 maybe. That's going to be about it. Second down here, and the clock continues to tick, which is a good thing. We're down to the 2-minute mark. An abbreviated post game here from the field before we send you back for the scoreboard show at the Cool Cat and WOBL Studios, part of the Lorain County Sports Network. Orsler hands off, and again, this time on the carry.
Is that Aaron Huff?
I'm hesitant to say. I'll trust you if that's who you think it was.
Yep, Aaron Huff.
There you go. Huff will pick up 3, brings up a 3rd down and about 6.
Minute 27 left on the clock.
So he'll stay in that wishbone look. Orsler hands off. Looks like Huff again, trying to pick his way through the left side. He'll be close to the 25-yard line, so give him a pick up there of about 4. And it'll bring up a 4th down and about 1. If they pick up this first down, they can pretty much just wrap this up and be done with it.
53 seconds left to play in the game. They're trotting out the punting team.
All right, well, there you go. Well, who's going to do the kicking, though? They have no punter, and it's tough to punt without a kicker. I'll trot somebody out now. Apparently Orsler's going to handle the punting duties this time. And a delay of game penalty called on the Titans with 21 seconds left in the ball game. They'll back this up 5 yards. And just not getting the people where they need to be. Typically, and not to, you know, try to fuel a fire here, but typically your kickers don't come out of the game in this kind of situation. Orsler goes ahead and kicks it. It's going to be picked up and returned here by Cole Schmidt. Does a nice job catching the ball and working upfield. He'll spot it down at the 35-yard line with 12 seconds and look for the victory formation here, I would think, by the Shoremen. All they need to do is take a knee, and this one will be wrapped up.
Last week we seen a victory formation out of the shotgun.
Yeah, which was kind of cool. I don't recall seeing that a whole lot.
As a betting man?
Yeah.
I'm not a betting man, I should say. Let me clear that up before we go any further. It'd be safe to say it's probably going to be under center.
I would tend to think. And they'll do exactly that. So your final tonight's going to be Avon Lake 56, Lorraine 7. And tell you what, this one was really done in the early part of this ball game. I mean, almost in the first quarter, things were pretty much wrapped up, and the teams get lined up to congratulate each other. Thanks for joining us. It's the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.